should zoom for this thing. Go for it. I'm gonna put it in a short. It's the older Bugatti. It still handles pretty damn nicely. It's with the suspension. Are you fucking shitting? You're stuck in the shit. Is that like 140, I guess? It's the most accurate style version of anything. So I don't know what's nice. Okay. I'm so glad that I did not try it. Fucking sick. You swear to God, you gotta go. Oh, please. I hope this doesn't fall. I have the shit on my phone. My camera looks mad weird. Oh, okay. AMS level 2, turbo, sports trans. I like something soft, softer, so I'm probably gonna go with sports suspension also. Sports suspension is one of the softest suspension presets in this game. Street is good for like comfortability, where it sits. Sometimes it gets hung up on some things because it bounces too low. So sport is a little bit more stiff, so you get things like that. Trying to drift and stuff. Competition's great and all, but it's not like rigid but not rigid. You know, it doesn't like bounce back like sport does. You know, well most of the time. That's why I like competition. I mean, it's not like sport competition sometimes. You go from like trying to drift and not like low road or whatever. This is what I do. This is the races that I use. Also, this EMS level 2 engine is crazy. Sports transmission is crazy. For this type of console, it's crazy. For this type of too. If it was on PC with a limited FPS, or if it was on PS5, it probably would be different. Level 3 or 4 or something. The stock or streamer sports. Transmission as well as a turbo or no turbo. Vice versa for console games, PS5. Most PCs don't actually. Why does this fucking TV have the anti-anisotropic filter later? Honestly, I don't fucking know. I recorded this shit before. That was great, but now it's just like honestly just garbage. So I don't know. It's mad. This is just okay. Oh, what is it? How do I do it? That's like 30 seconds. I got ADHD, so I do love it sometimes. Everything about so much shit. I figured this out in a year. It's fucking presets. I've been this game for years. Like I'm like 5 or 16 into, but you know, I never really like thought about these engines and stuff. I don't know why I thought so really certain way. Until now, I guess. So. I know like most engine preset layouts, if you wanted to like ask about something, just pin it in the comments or something. This is in HD, by the way. I'm recording this in HD. I'm not recording this in 4K. See if this thing will drift. I should have like a certain area where this thing is really good at drifting. Here's a good place for like more power speeds, which I can't do. It's weird. You're like guided. It's like a rocket missile. Because before it sort of felt like that. Before it felt more like that car. It was really weird control. It just feels a bit sluggish. Alien one of those things a treat. Oh my god! I'm so sorry. My blood is back. So on the lights. It's less than 7 minutes in, so it's not bad, I guess. I've technically played this game for over 5 years. Like I started in 2018, I guess. But now I'm playing it again since like 2024. It's only a year and a half of playing it. Really haven't been doing much. Doing races. I would probably like to see some race, I guess. They used to be like really good race. This like maybe it's the FPS, right? Maybe it's the tire or something. I don't know. Maybe a race. This thing's not bad at racing. The other one's way quicker. Way quicker. Well, now the suspension feel, there's still that problem. Like all of that is, that's a real fucking problem. Suspension won't fix that. Put 2 engines in this side fucking engine trunk. That boils your luggage and fries your fish balls. I mean, I don't really calculate. I mean, like call this drifting. Honestly, like this takes so fucking long just to go around the time like this. I get fucking busy, honestly. I get busy, I can't imagine. I need like a much more powerful. Oh, they got a 50-kilometer need for speed race? Let's go. I got much more powerful real quick. If I'm cruising around the map though, this thing's fucking one of my go-to. Like, it's not really because like the cockpit feels it just looks so bad. Like, I can't see it doing anything, honestly. But I like the Koenigsegg one and the McLaren GP1, the Progen GP1. This looks like a McLaren. I don't really like the tires as much because the Progen tires is not as good. It just feels way too like rugged. Like there's too much like it just feels too like hard. Like I don't know, hard and stuff. When you're like landing and moving around. I don't know. You're just driving that variable. That's why I like the Progen GP1. I'm probably gonna pick the Adder, honestly. Just like see how this is. The Auto goes really quick. It goes like 250 with like this type of speedometer. same vehicle, surrounder, I guess. I should pick a the best 8 though. Than 1000. Most people really don't know about those engine presets. I guess. I'm not too sure. Probably. I don't know. Is this thing expensive? I feel like I'm gonna die. I can barely see the TV. I had a bad feeling. This thing takes a while to accelerate, but once it's up, it's up. It's like 140. So. This thing will cut. 120. This thing's quick. I missed it. There we go, got it. It's a brake boost. That's what a brake boost is. Glad I caught that in HD. I'm trying to record and like look at this at the same time. This is very difficult to like look at the race and focus on the race and record at the same time. Because like the recording device and like the stuff that I use to record is like right in front of the TV. It's hard to see the TV. This is a 50 kilometer race, so I guess it's like 30 miles or something. I'm not too sure. I don't really know about that stuff. Those metrics. I stole I got a really bad crash, I guess. This is still on the PS4 Pro, by the way. People know that. Yeah, you got any questions? Just, tell me in the comments. Excuse me. This is a good GTA race. I would show off like the control and stuff, but I mean we've seen this one before. God damn, way too many times. Why is he always crashing me out? What is wrong with this man? DH long. No, I don't know Jordan Fat. Also, everything's loaded on this version of PS4 Pro. On PS4, it might not look like this. On PS4 Slim, it probably looks like this. Maybe if my friend had that game, and I don't even think he had that game. I'm a fucking idiot. Please. Please, for the love of God. Oh no, oh my God. It's been 3 minutes in this race. Fucking suck. This is terrible. Control that. Let's hit the wheels. This is long over there. Like here on out. So I am driving. This looks stupid. What the fuck is... Oh, okay, this is in the race. Okay, I had no idea. I was like, this is insane. All of this is loaded in. That's crazy. That's so fucking crazy on the PS4. It's so insane. And also, this has better latency and feedback than the PS5. And I love this controller. It's way better than the PS5's controller, in my opinion. So, I'm happy with that. I'm really happy about that. I'm totally not cheating, by the way. I really hope that I'm in the online portion of GTA Online and I haven't been consumed by the dribbles and doubts of hackers. Their poisoned mindsets, chastised PC variant mindsets, PC variant race mindsets, Giga Chad mindsets. Also, well, actually, never mind. I really should disclose my age and your information, your my whereabouts. Quicker. When you hit those things, you go fucking quicker because of the turbos and stuff. It's so broke, you gotta use your mind. Should be a new slogan of mine. Hey, it rhymes. Hey, it really rhymes. It's so smart, you gotta. Oh, you can do that, by the way. If you press and hold the R1 button while turning, I mean, while, sorry, I wouldn't accelerate, but if you press and hold the R1 button while in the air, it's the handbrake button. It's R1 on PS4 and PS5, I guess, or RB or something. I don't know. It's the same. It's probably the same thing. But if you press it and hold it, and then turn the left analog stick while racing, you will be able to turn your vehicle left or right 180 degrees, or 360, or like more than that. You can just keep on turning it. I'm gonna do it again on the next show. Probably gonna show it off eventually. And I'll just like laugh a little bit and be like, well, it's what we got, you know. I love going over these things. Like, these tires are so goddamn meaty, man. They really are, they're meaty. Oh man, I hate crashing. I hate crashing. I really gotta get a new vehicle because, like, this is great, but when there's an updraft on the behind, oh man, like, there's wins in this game, and if you're really that calculated, you would be able to realize that wins and everything change depending on the years and the seasons in this game. And like it's so accurate, and like also not accurate. If you look at like the weather in game, damn, this shit looks good. It's like I can appreciate how good this looks. But if you look at the weather in game, oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, if you look at the weather in game, it usually says that there's like 15 miles per hour, like 32 mile per hour gusts or something in the wind, for like the east, northwest, or something like that. Pretty interesting. That plays a huge important role now on the PS4 because that like everything's loaded in, like fully loaded. Like everything's, and on the PS5 also. It's not much, I guess. I don't know. That's all I got on the PS5. I'm like, might as well not do much, you know? But yeah, it does play a huge important role. Honestly, it really does. It plays a huge important role. Well, especially when you're like cornering and stuff. Like the updrafts are insane nowadays. Like you don't think that the aerodynamics are that well designed. They really are. Like they're so well designed that if you do have an updraft up behind, which means that there's like 15 or 30 miles an hour going on the back of your vehicle, you will turn and pivot while cornering it at a rate of like 5 to 9 G's or something. You know, like right nowadays, like when you turn, this is like 1 to 3 G's on you. Yeah, sure, but now it's like 6 G's on the vehicle. You know, like when you're turning, like you really are not supposed to stop and go like that. You know, that often. You know, I mean, it's healthy for like super sports cars and like other vehicles designed for that stuff. And like, if you have like the suspension components, it is healthier, but you know, it's not as healthy if you do that, if you stop and start a lot, you know. But it still is way better, you know, honestly, the suspension systems and stuff. It's like way better before. Oh yeah, but when you're turning now, it's like 5 to 9 G's when you're going at like 120, 140 around a corner like that. It's like 5 to 9 G's, and if there's like a 15, 30, 40 mile an hour updraft on the behind of your vehicle, you will get off center. You will like pivot and forward motion, all that. Like it's gonna be crazy. Like look at that. Look at that. It's like 90 miles. I mean, they got like. So sometimes they don't tell you this in Cali, but sometimes they got like a large wind trails in California, just hitting your vehicle constantly. You know, like it's crazy. You know, we're talking just straight wind gusts going in the opposite direction, affecting your vehicle's mileage up to 3 to 9 miles per gallon. You know, even though it's just 15 mile per hour winds, like that shit plays an important role. You know. Because most of these vehicles nowadays are shaped like blocks, I guess.
like, no, don't get me wrong, they're much more aerodynamic, these modern vehicles, but there's not too many modern vehicles out the road, mostly because people can't afford them. There are a lot of classic and well rejuvenated and, nice looking vehicles out there though. So, that's nice. And the aerodynamic ones really it doesn't really cut into the mileage as much, like, it's like 4 to 8 miles per gallon. Maybe. If you're going quick, if you're going like at a rate of like 14 to 75 miles per hour, it's like 1 to 9 miles per gallon, depending on how far you travel. If it's like 15 miles per hour in your direction. But if you're going like 100 plus, it's lower like 200 or some shit, some crazy shit, it's definitely gonna affect you, like, almost like 1 to, like, how many? It would affect you like almost 9 to 14 miles per gallon. And if you're just driving it, it would definitely make you go like 1 to 6 miles per gallon less, and you'd be so surprised, you'd be like, what the hell? But then you'd realize, you'd be like, oh, it's because of the winds. That's why everyone loves gumball in like different countries, mostly India, because they have the best winds during the gumballs. So that means that there's like better winds and it's safer usually, and it's like a downwards direction of wind. Like it literally affects your car and moves you. It's like hitting your car this direction downwards at an angle. So it's like a sloped angle affecting your car and giving it more downforce, while also pushing it forwards a little bit more. So you get like 3 to 16 miles per gallon more. The Bugattis are the most effective. They get like almost 40 miles per gallon during these events. And it's fucking awesome. And everyone loves gumballs. They're fucking cool as fuck. And it's so much safer, especially, and it's so much easier for like cars to like not get stuck anymore. They just need like literally just a board and they can get out of potholes, and the whole car won't be scraped up as much usually. It's really not as bad as people think now. There's like 400 to 1,200 pounds off of like each wheel, depending on if you get the entire wheel stuck and like the entire like it's just in there, like if it's like in there, like there's like a huge like, I don't know, like a cliff or something, and then you get your wheel like off the cliff and the whole vehicle lurches and falls onto the cliff side or whatever. Or like if it's like on cement and it's just, you fall it off, you like run it off like the edge of like a fucking like board or something, there's like 400 or 1,200 pounds less force affecting that specific side of the vehicle that it falls on. If it falls straight on, that's the worst. Like if both wheels just fail to catch whatever and it just falls, that's the worst. That's like 2,400 pounds straight smacked onto the back of the vehicle. But there's still like 1,200 pounds less affected for the front of the vehicle. That's why front engine vehicles are better if they fall now, or if they like if something happens to like a front engine vehicle, you're probably gonna be able to get that fucker out. Like if it's like in a pothole, you're probably gonna be able to get it out. It's probably gonna be like 7 to 1,400 pounds less affected compared to before, where it would have cracked like the fucking suspension, like the axle part, like the entire axle would have cracked the suspension linkage system. How did I catch up? Oh, this is awesome. I might just respawn. This is cool. Wow, 51 and 60. I might respawn, but it might just crack like your suspension like system. Like it used to, but now it's like 400 to 700 pounds less affected on that engine, like less weight and less. Like it's just like the suspension is also like redistributing vibrations as well, like a lot better and healthier, so that the engine is less affected. Like when like rear engine vehicles, if they're like falling, or like if it's like a box truck, it'll be so much healthier. Like if you have an entire wheel slipping off like that side, if there's like a bad accident or something on a cliff, you would know that it's like so much safer, especially like these logging trucks. Oh my god, they can carry like 140,000. Some of these logging trucks can carry like 900,000 more pounds, and no one would ever know because they can never stack that enough weight, so it's just so much safer, You got logging trucks carrying over 250,000 loads, 340,000, like safer, like safely. Over 250,000 max load capacity safely, which is insane. Some of these over $1 million ton loads are going at like 50 miles an hour now, which to me is unsafe, but hey, that shit's quick. Like you can, like on like commercial streets and shit. They go like almost on like some of these big, huge commercial vehicle loads do have the capacity nowadays because the suspension is so good and it's like affecting the entire chassis and the braking system. It's all like cohesive now and it's coagulated to enough of an extent, I guess, to like have like better suspension linkage. Oh my god, how would we do that? But better like suspension linkage systems. So like, if you're carrying something super heavy, it's not going to affect the brakes as much. It's not going to affect the suspension as much when you brake. Suspension as much when you brake. It's not going to affect your engine as much when you brake. So that's less engine breakages. It's not going to. It's not going to. It's actually going to like work with whatever engine you have for the suspension that you have for your trucks and stuff. For everything, it's amazing. Oh no, don't even get me started on supercars. Supercars feel insane. They're so much better. Like honestly, even in game, like, even this game, one of the most expensive realistic vehicle simulators out there. That is, I mean, technically better than the MG with Windows. That's about it. I guess they fucked up the Windows, and that means a lot. But technically, the MG, and tires also. The MG fucked up the tires like so much more than GT. I didn't fucking realize that these tires were like, these are hot tires. Like I can turn it over like 140 miles an hour and get like so much more grip. Except I'm not going 140, I'm going 100, 120. It's just so much better, honestly. When like vehicles are like landing and stuff, like you're gonna realize that they bounce so much less and they're more rigid and firm. But it feels like the cockpit just grasps you safely, like it cradles you like when you catch a ball, you know, which is so much healthier on the entire system, especially the vehicle when it levels itself when jumping, which is amazing to me also. Like this, but like if you flipped a truck or something like that, it's so much easier to put it right back up now because the suspension actually works with you to like cradle its own system and the undercarriage itself of the entire truck just to flip itself back over. Like and it's also going to absorb most of the shock when it falls. Like up to 15% usually, at least. You know, depending on soft or hard tarmac, it will crack the entire concrete just to maintain itself safely. Like maintain its own safe, safer. I don't know. It's going to be a lot safer. It's like 6% safer probably now. Yeah, but these max load capacities are going like 15 to 20 miles an hour more, and that's amazing to me. And they're saving like 9 to 35 miles per gallon. Like you'd be surprised how quick they can go on the highways now, and how safe it is, and how quick they can brake. They can brake at like 200, over 400 to 250 feet more for how fucking much load they're carrying, and they're not even doing that much like horsepower. Some of these trucks are fucking 400 horsepower carrying like over 100,000 loads. Some of these trucks are 900 horsepower carrying over 250,000, 400,000 max load capacity. It's insane. Like this is a lot. 400 feet for like trucking is a lot. That's a lot. You know, 400,000 max load capacity and like a 250, like 100 something like foot increase and like how far you can stop and how quickly means a lot. It means a lot, you know. And if the suspension's better, that really does improve a lot of the other systems. The only thing I'm worrying about is the tires, but then I realize I don't have to. Tire traction, like tire reduction, like as a whole, like if tires were damaging themselves to a point, they're 25% reduced in wear. 25 to like 50% for some of these tires. Premiums are much better. They will make you last like 50% longer, you know? Compared to like regular street or stock tires, they're like 25% longer, 10% longer. Some of these stock tires are going over 350,000 miles, which is insane to me. I don't know how. It's pretty cool. Anyways, that was a good video. See ya.